Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. So we're here once again with another one of these 10 runs of the gold farming and dungeon runs. And what dungeon is it today? It's none other than the mighty Uldaman. So why is this Uldaman such a hype of a dungeon? Well, 3 items really. That's all it is. 3 items. Pendulum of Doom, Papal Fez, and the Miner's Hat. These 3 items are the most sought after items in the game, and they have just insane value. Oh, I forgot one. No, there's 4. There is also the Jinsu Blade. You know, these items are they're so difficult to come by. It is the thorn in my side. I have run this dungeon on many tunes. I've run this dungeon thousands and thousands of times, and I've never been lucky. I've heard of people running this dungeon once and they've got something like that. I've heard people running it millions of times and never even had a sniff of any of these items. So these items though can be worth anywhere upwards of 500,000 to a million gold plus. So I know of one guy, I was watching a stream and he said one of his viewers, okay, that's a whole lot of he said, she said this. But basically, I was watching this one gold farmer, one of his viewers sold I believe it was a Pendulum of Doom, and because it was the only one on his realm at the time, the guy that bought it off him for 6 million gold. He said that he would have paid gold cap, which is 10 million or 9,999,999.99, because you obviously can't get that extra 1 copper. So basically it's 10 million gold, and the guy was willing to pay it. There are people out there, guys, with crazy money and willing to pay money for these items. With that being said though, do not come in this dungeon thinking you are going to get it. Okay? Come in this dungeon hoping you are going to get it, but don't think you're going to get it. Because like I said, I've done it loads of times. It's never dropped for me. You might be that one lucky person that's going to get it. So, as well, do not come in this dungeon unless you have got a established auction house set up. You have got your 500 to 1,000 auctions set up, ready. It's going. You're getting good sales, because this place does not yield much in the ways of transmog items. In my bags, I've got a couple here where, to be fair, I wouldn't normally put these items on the auction house, but I haven't got an established auction house set up yet. I'm only doing it because it's part of the 10 runs and I need to do this dungeon. So I've done it, I've run it, and yeah, I do enjoy this dungeon. And here we go. I'll run it through. Basically, you're going to kill virtually every single thing that you see in this game, and it's a fairly fun dungeon to run because you don't know what you're going to get. You know, is the Papal Fez going to drop for you? You know, this guy here, he could have the miner's cap sitting in his infantry. I obviously won't know this run because I don't loot him. And the reasons why I do not loot, you know, to an awful lot of people, there are an awful lot of people that message me saying, why don't you loot it? It really frustrates me. You know, it frustrates a lot of these collectors out there that, you know, I've just killed all these people that could possibly hold these endgame, really high-end transmog items, and I'm not looting all the corpse. Well, I don't loot it because I've already done my 10 runs and I've already sorted out my bags. So things like the trash items that are in there, any sort of greys or junk transmog that I won't ever put on, I've sorted out, I've cleaned my bags out, I've done it all, and my bags are ready to basically just show you. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to do a run of this dungeon and loot again and then have to fizz through it. It just takes up time, and it takes up, video time basically for me sitting here babbling away. You know, it's already going to take long enough, so you don't want to have a couple of extra minutes of me just sorting through my bags. So with that being said though, I will 100% loot the final chest. When you do this dungeon, guys, at the very end there is a chest. That is the chest that is likely to hold something of high value. So just be careful of that. Make sure you don't forget to loot it, and just have your every fingers, toes, hair, eyes, do whatever you can to cross whatever body part you can and hope. So again, This dungeon also has a chance of dropping chests. I say dropping chests, holding chests. Most of these, though, are locked. As you can see, that one is locked. That one is locked 99% of the time. I did this run 10 times. It was open, I think, once. So make sure you bring something that can pick lock, or you know, you have a profession that can pick lock or something, because it is worth it. Here's another chest. And yeah. Oh, this one is open. So I am going to loot this chest here. And no, nothing great. So we're going to carry on. But you want to make sure you do, because those ones in there, chests are great as well. When you come into dungeons, most items are scaled, and you know, because obviously the whole leveling scaling system. Well, when you open up a chest, they're not scaled. Okay, it is the item of that dungeon you are doing. So you know, more twink items could possibly drop from there. So just be wary of that, and you want. That's why I'm basically saying you want to have a guy that can pick lock, because it is highly worth it. Why is this not? There you go. Whoop. So as you can see, it is a fairly long dungeon. You know, you can do it in, you know, less than sort of 6 minutes, but it does take knowing your way around, basically. And I will run through everything of where you have to know what you have to do. Also, 100%, if you do not have a class that can teleport back, and like a druid can go back to a dream walk and all places like that, then make yourself a panda scenario, because the only way you can get back to the beginning of the dungeon other than that is running. Well, that takes a hell of a long time. So panda scenario or one of these. Even if you have one of these, I would recommend doing a panda scenario, because it's a minute cooldown and it's just a whole lot quicker with a panda scenario. You can go in and out in a second. So this dungeon is the bane of my life, though. It really is. I love it and I hate it all at the same time. And most gold farmers will tell you the same thing. This dungeon's amazing, but I never get anything good from it. But there is the chance that you can get something good from it. So what I would love is for anybody who has done this dungeon to comment down below. Let me know what items you've got, if you got anything great. And it would be fantastic to know how many tries it took you to get something really, really good. Or if you were one of those really, really lucky people to, you know, do it on your first run, do it on your second run, something like that. But then again, message me as well and tell me, no, I'm on try number 1,465,000 and I still haven't got the pole fez. Those I would, at least that way then I know that I'm not the only person that's not being lucky. So, like I said, end boss, come through this door here. Chest on the floor, loot this chest, you never know. And no. There can be anything from one little item in here to 3 items in here. There can be all sorts. What did I get though? That is the big question. Did I get anything of value? The answer is no. No, I really didn't. Most of these are pennies worth. You know, this sword here, it's only got an item value of 400 gold, but I've done it because there's a 0.03 of a sell rate, and it's, you know, regional sell rate is regional average daily sold. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mess my words up there. Is 0.06. Regional sell rate is 0.03. You know, this is probably my most expensive item, the chromatic gauntlets at 26,000 gold. You know, it's 4,000 regional market value, so will it sell for the 26? I highly doubt it. And the rest are just a couple of hundred gold, couple of thousand gold here and there. Nothing major. But what does that nothing major all add up to? That is the big question. Well, that big question is 54,533 gold in 10 runs. Like I said at the beginning, guys, this dungeon is not for money making. It is for getting those big items. You want to hope that you can get those big items. Don't think you're going to get them. Hope you're going to get them. Anyways, smash the thumbs up if you liked it. You know, subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Do all the good stuff. You know what it is. Do all the good stuff. Follow my channels. It helps me massively. And I would love to know any comments down below of what you guys have done. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. We'll see you next time for another one. Bye-bye.